Islamic banking in the UAE. In a bid to propel development of the Islamic economy, the Islamic banking and finance sector in UAE's banking industry has grown considerably, with the number of Islamic banks in the nation rising along with several conventional banks offering Sharia-compliant services. UAE residents are leaning more towards Islamic financial loans and products than their conventional counterparts, as awareness and popularity of Sharia-compliant products are increasing. Out of 23 registered commercial banks, 7 Islamic banks represent nearly a fifth of UAE's banking assets. Higher assets and gross credit growth rates pave the way for Islamic banks to fund the halal industries and help accelerate the growth of halal or Islamic economic activities. Generally, Islamic banks engage in ethical finance and asset-based financing, eliminating speculation-based high-risk financial activities, and protect the sector from economic crises, and also aid Islamic banks in passing the stress tests by a wider margin. UAE's Islamic banking assets stand at an amount of around 520 billion dirhams, which is about 7% of the global total, and 20% of 2.6 trillion dirhams of the state bank's total assets. The Islamic banking and finance sector has been playing a major role in financing infrastructure projects, residential properties, and corporate expansion. Sharia-compliant financial instruments could become an important funding source for UAE's infrastructure needs, and will likely continue as the economy maintains its steady growth as a result of high oil prices and an influx of petrodollars. At a time when conventional banks are providing fewer and shorter loans, companies and the UAE government are scouting for alternative financing options, some of them being Islamic financial instruments. UAE taking a proactive role in resolving key issues facing the development of the Islamic banking and finance sector will help contribute to Dubai's vision to become the capital of Islamic economy. It was recommended to build a robust institutional investor base for Islamic finance, enhance Sharia governance, the templatization of Islamic product offerings, and the convergence of Islamic finance with the ethical and socially responsible investment industry. It was also suggested to delegate specific task forces for reviewing some of these issues in further depth, arranging summits and roundtables with the socially responsible investment industry to enhance awareness and possibilities of cooperation in the future. Since the growth of the Islamic finance industry is in full swing, in order to ensure contingency, the UAE government has been urged to introduce resolutions to accommodate the following: the establishment of a national Sharia board to harmonize the principles and views of Sharia scholars on controversial product structures, ensure that a singular regulatory body will oversee the activities of the sector, and improving adherence among the involved parties. The setting up of training centers and institutions for industry experts, as there is an increased demand for qualified experts in the field. Creation and implementation of policies to mitigate monopoly and allow smaller industry players to introduce new and diversified products, followed by continued growth and sustainability. Boosting the level of interaction with the main players in the industry in order to comprehend the challenges they face and come up with solutions to remedy them.